does Dan Hooker fight when he returns to the Octagon? Some people are saying Arman Tsarukyan.
Tsarukyan versus Hooker. That feels right.
But let's be honest, that fight makes no sense. Arman is on the verge of greatness, and putting him against Hooker would just destroy Dan's chances and install Arman's legacy.
Let's give Dan Hooker his flowers. He's a warrior. The man has gone toe-to-toe with Dustin in one of the greatest fights of all time. He's fought killers like Michael Chandler, Paul Felder, and so many others. Dan has always been that guy who will stand and bang. That's why fans love him. But we all remember what happened when Dan fought Islam Makhachev. Islam dominated him, took him down, and finished him with an armbar. And Dan couldn't hold back his emotions after that fight.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Nobody blames him. It was tough to watch. But that shows exactly why matching him up with Arman Tsarukyan right now is a mistake. Why Arman would destroy Dan. Arman is a nightmare matchup for Hooker. His wrestling is relentless, his cardio doesn't fade, and his top control is suffocating. If Islam was able to take Hooker down and break him, Arman would do the same. Maybe even worse. We all love Dan. We all want to see him in exciting fights where he can showcase his striking and give fans those wars he's known for. But Arman isn't that kind of fight. Arman would neutralize Dan's best weapons, drag him to the mat, and grind him out until he breaks. Do fans really want to see Hooker go through that again? No. It's cruel matchmaking. Instead of giving Arman a fight that kills Dan's momentum, the UFC should book him for the title. Look at the division. Ilia Topuria is the champ, but Khabib himself said Ilia wouldn't get past Arman. Even Islam has hinted that Topuria is avoiding that fight. Why? Because Arman's style is the kryptonite. He's the one guy who can wrestle Ilia into exhaustion, pressure him for 5 rounds, and take away that calm, composed boxing game. This isn't just hype. Arman has earned his shot. He's beaten top contenders. He's on a streak. He's ready for gold. So what should Dan Hooker do? Match him up with Paddy Pimblett. Match him with Justin Gaethje. Those are the fights fans want to see. They're competitive. They're entertaining. And they give Dan a real chance to shine. And no one disagrees with these fights. Dan has a big chance to beat them. Imagine Dan versus Paddy headlining a fight night. The build-up, the trash talk, the accents, the fireworks in the cage. That's the kind of fight that keeps Dan's career exciting. But Dan versus Arman? That's a career killer. Nobody wants to see it, except maybe the matchmakers trying to pad Arman's record. So here's the bottom line. Dan Hooker doesn't deserve to be fed to Arman Tsarukyan. Arman is already beyond that level. He deserves a title shot. And Dan deserves a fight where he can give the fans what they love. Stand-up wars, not one-sided wrestling clinics. If the UFC cares about legacy, they'll give Arman the title fight next. And they'll give Dan the chance to entertain us in the way only he can. Don't destroy Hooker's career. And don't waste Tsarukyan's momentum. Book Arman for the belt, period.
The hardest way possible. I want the hardest guys on the way. I want a Max Holloway come up, you know, like